Hi guys, my name is Mara Clausen and I'm going to be giving a speech today about breastfeeding and the benefits of breastfeeding. Now, while breastfeeding may not seem like the best option for every parent, it is the best option for every child. And mothers choosing to breastfeed, it is an overall healthier option for their babies. I'm a registered nurse and I'm also a mother, and that's why this topic is very important to me. I want to be able to give our public the best options as far as health and the best information and credible information that I possibly can. And I also want the best information to be able to raise my child and give my child the best health. Some of the main points I'm going to be going over today is SIDS and infant death and the defense of breastfeeding, how that comes into play. I'm going to be talking about how breastfeeding helps the immune system of children, and also about how breastfeeding as an infant will help give lifelong health benefits. The first topic I want to start with is SIDS and infant death in the U.S. Currently, infant mortality rate, the rate is 23,215 deaths annually, and that's in the United States. That's according to the CDC. Now, that would be 582 deaths per 100,000 live births. So this continues to be a big problem. Globally, less than 40% of babies are exclusively breastfed under 6 months of age. Now, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that they breastfeed exclusively until 6 months of age. And only 40% of the nation, or I'm sorry, not the nation, but 40% globally is practicing this. So we need to get education out, and we need to stress about how important this is and just how many benefits it really can give our youth. Now, SIDS ranks as number 4 in the top causes of death in the United States. And it is a fact that there are less children who breastfeed that pass away from SIDS as opposed to children who don't breastfeed. With SIDS being such a high problem, why not give our children the best advantage to fight against this than we possibly can? The percentage of low birth weights is 8.1% in the U.S., and the percentage of babies that are born preterm are 9.6%. So with breastfeeding, this can also give them benefits to fight not only against SIDS, but also against different illnesses and conditions. And with this number being so high, again, why not give our children and our youth the best advantage that we possibly can, especially when this type of treatment or this type of care, it costs no money to us. It costs no money at all. It's just the option of choosing to do this. The current statistics state that 79% of the U.S. has ever tried breastfeeding. Now, that doesn't mean that they stuck with it, but it means that they at least tried it. Skip to 6 months in, that number drops down to 50%. And again, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that we exclusively breastfeed until 6 months. We need to be giving our youth the best fighting chance that we can. And again, this is an option that doesn't cost money. This isn't a medication that we have to pay for. This is just a choice that we can make. The next topic I want to talk about is the immune system and how breastfeeding affects it. Breastfed children have stronger immune systems and less health problems overall. More mothers need educated in the benefits, and the national rate needs to raise, therefore decreasing the infant mortality and the disease rate in children and infants alike. Human milk, it boosts a baby's immune system big time. It helps the baby fight viral, bacterial, and parasitic infections. And this is including respiratory tract infections, ear infections, bacterial meningitis, pneumonia, urinary tract infections, infant diarrhea, common cold, and flus. And anyway, the healthier the infant is, that means the decreased rate of infant mortality overall. Breastfeeding reduces the baby's risk of cavities later in life as well. So these are just a couple facts of how breastfeeding not only helps your infant to begin in life, but also helps them as they're growing as a child. Now, any death of a child or an infant is an absolute tragedy, so why not help make these tragedies more preventable? The next topic I want to go over is about how breastfeeding as an infant can have lifelong effects on you, and positive effects. Breastfeeding can actually reduce the baby's risk of disease later in life. And this includes conditions such as type 1 and type 2 diabetes, Hodgkin's disease, leukemia, obesity, high blood pressure, high levels of cholesterol, Crohn's disease, asthma, and eczema. So, out of the top 10 causes in the United States for death, heart disease actually ranks number 1. And breastfeeding an infant can help reduce the risk of high blood pressure and high cholesterol. And both of those are actually associated with heart disease. So again, why not give our youth the chance to fight against the top leading cause of death later in life if we can? If we know that these are facts and it's scientifically proven, then why not give them the best fighting chance that we absolutely can? Another problem in the U.S. right now is the obesity epidemic. More than 1 in 3 adults are considered to be obese, and more than 1 in 20 adults are considered to have extreme obesity. Obesity was yet another one of the conditions that our youth can fight just by breastfeeding alone. So let's help make our world healthier, not only for our children, but for society in general. With all the potential health problems that occur and are raising in our nation, let's give our children the best fighting chance that we can. There are preventable measures out there, so let's go out and take them. I've talked to you today about breastfeeding and the benefits it has against SIDS, how it fights infant death, how it has effects on the immune system and it has benefits as a child, and how it also has benefits lifelong. Overall, mothers choosing to breastfeed, it is a healthier option for their baby in the short term and the long run. Even if you aren't having children or this doesn't apply to you directly, you can still share this information with somebody that is close to you, your family, your friends, even the general public, and let's help make our society and our population healthier in general. Thank you all for listening, and remember, breastfeeding is best feeding.